It was the first test match for Jasprit Bumrah at the Eden Gardens. We discussed this multiple times in our build-up shows over the last few days. When you think about it, that the man has 225-30 wickets and he has not played a test match at the Eden Gardens, you do think something's wrong. And that's where, it brings me to the Eden Gardens and the crowd. I've written a piece today that Bumrah and the crowd, it was a match made in heaven. Every time Jasprit Bumrah came back to field at fine leg or third man in front of Block B, and our colleague Gargi Raut had a role in that, the crowd went boom, boom, Bumrah, because they were cheering and Gargi was doing the public announcement, but the crowd got in. Each Bumrah wicket was celebrated with a decibel of 115, 120. A 36,000 plus crowd witnessed that action at the Eden Gardens. So first one, celebrate the Eden Gardens crowd. Give this venue more test matches. You do not want empty seats at test matches in India. I think Eden Gardens stood up to the task quite beautifully, put its hand up and made Jasprit Bumrah's effort that much more worth it. Day 2 and Day 3, Saturday and Sunday, expectedly, we will have a 40,000 plus crowd at the Eden Gardens. Make no mistake, that will bring test cricket alive. And now coming to the Jasprit Bumrah spell. South Africa, 57 without loss in the first hour. Runs coming thick and fast with Aiden Markram and Ryan Rickleton. Mohammad Siraj not bowling in rhythm, in fact very wayward. Bowling outside off, bowling on the pads, not at his best, walking out at some point in time after a 3-over spell just for a quick change because he wasn't in his element. Jasprit Bumrah needed to step up for India to nullify the South African toss win. That Ryan Rickleton delivery from round the wicket was an absolute peach. 6th Bumrah over. Anyone who has watched Indian cricket in recent times would wonder, would Jasprit Bumrah bowl another one? Can Gill give his premier bowler one more? Does his body hold up? Is he able to bowl 7 on the trot? Will the pace drop? Will the guile not be there? That intensity that we associate with a Jasprit Bumrah. And then Shubman Gill tosses the ball to his premier bowler, 7th over on the trot, bowls one that kicks up. Aiden Markram on 31 had absolutely no idea. That is what the turning point of the match was. Jasprit Bumrah on song and Eden Gardens crowd backing India's talisman with the ball on day 1 after losing the toss and thereafter a fifer. When Bumrah, with his both hands up, celebrated his 5th wicket, the Eden Gardens crowd had come alive. They gave him an ovation as he walked back with the ball to that change room and disappeared into the change room. The crowd kept on chanting, boom, boom, Bumrah. This is the class that we celebrate. This is why Jasprit Bumrah is a different breed. This is why India needs the man. We said it in England, that he still has a lot of cricket left and we are seeing it every single day. This is the format that Jasprit Bumrah needs to play on. I don't want him to play the ODIs. Absolutely not necessary to get Jasprit Bumrah to play the ODIs. Even after lunch, Shubman Gill tossed the ball to his premier bowler and yet again Jasprit Bumrah ran in and bowled a 5-over spell with proper intensity. That's what test match cricket is about. You might say something about the pitch doing up and down and uneven bounce, but nothing to take away from the fact that it was a special spell of fast bowling from the best fast bowler in the world. Thanks to Bumrah, backed by a buoyed Eden Gardens crowd, South Africa bundled out, India on the ascendancy. A good batting effort will mean that this Bumrah effort is celebrated. So, Jasprit Bumrah, being the Bumrah that we know, has set up the match. Day 2 promises to be an Indian batting day. Join us again at 8:30 a.m. from tomorrow morning, from the Eden Gardens, as we bring you all the action. Thanks for watching.